What's up everybody, I'm Toshio and welcome back to my channel. Big surprise, I'm appearing with my Chibi model. I decided to take the step. I used to use that Chibi model for art, for the thumbnails and such, and I wanted to try out. It's like a first time I'm using it, so yeah, hopefully it goes well. So yeah, we gonna start Doki Literature Club. This is my first, and hopefully it will go fine with that game. Yeah, before I start, I must make a warning. Yeah, as maybe you saw my description. So yeah, I'm stating that you should be 16 or over to watch this video, because you must expect some disturbing content. Not spoiling much, but so you're warned. Also, if you're prone to anxiety or depression, just don't watch it. It's best if you don't watch the video, or if you don't play the game at all. So yeah, it's not for the faint of heart. It looks cute, but there's something lingering behind that cute facade. So let's start it. I hope you can hear me well. I'm just checking if you can hear me well. Maybe now, maybe let me check. Doki, yeah. Hello there, Rocket Doggy, my friend. How you doing? We're gonna start to Doki Literature Club. So yeah, innocent romance visual novel. Yeah, we'll see about that. And so I'm starting the game. I hope this will work perfectly. So I can see it yet. It's just launching. Oh, come on. I just launched it before. I just wanted to how do you say that? Yep, I forgot. my. Alright, then. Oh. cute theme, yes. And would you appear? Come on. Is it working with game capture? I didn't check that. Okay, I didn't check that. Okay, it's not showing, so I may have to use a screen capture instead. Yeah, so I'm just hiding my background once I minimize everything here. Yeah, I'm hearing but not seeing. Yes, I'm trying to fix it. So I'm gonna use the capture screen instead, the screen capture instead of the game capture. So, oh my, this is not aligned at all. So yeah, I should have prepared it before. I'm so sorry. I thought it's gonna work so smoothly, and yep, here we go. Did I? Yeah, I reactivated the sound, so yeah, here we go. You should see it. Oh, it's so weird to see it for real. Checking the settings. Okay. Yeah, it should be good. I'm just checking if you can see it. For now it's just black, but maybe yes, I was I have some delay in my phone, so yeah, it's working properly. Let's go. Please enter your name. We're gonna write Vikuma, of course. Let's go. Hey, I see an annoying girl running toward me from a distance, waving her arms in her air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Yuri, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. Oh, Yuri, tough chat, you wanna put the chat to live chat and not tough chat as well? Tough chat might ignore some messages. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm at top. Oh, okay. Oh, all messages. Oh, thanks for the tip. Thanks for the tip. Oh, yeah, I should put it on all messages. You're right. So yeah, so it's Sayuri. Yeah, you know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of a crosswalk and let Sayuri catch up to me. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You said that like you were thinking about ignoring me. Oh, but pot face. So cute. That's mean, Vikuma. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we are a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. True, I'm very nice man, boy. Yeah, whatever you say, Sayuri. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Vikuma, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. Hey, that's not true. You told me you joined a club this year. Did I? Oh. I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayuri likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. Oh, how considerate. Oh my god, a NEET. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worrying so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayuri wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayuri? Sayuri must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, but you could come to my club. Sayuri. Yay! There's no way I'm going to your club. Eh? Mini! Sayuri is vice president of the lecture club. Yeah, the lecture club, let's go! Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title as a vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told you club yesterday I would bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can keep. I can't tell if Sayuri is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! And first, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayuri across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayuri, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new member. Hey, I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayuri always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Vikuma, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. And so, the gangs are here. Hogwarts has keep me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Yeah, true. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. A girl with a sore attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Natsuki, best girl. Yeah, true, but Natsuki is best girl. A small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayuri. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayuri says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy, and this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayuri and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. That was me saying that, sorry. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? Do I know Monica already? That's right. Oh, okay, I know her. It's great to see you again, Vikuma. Monica smiles sweetly. But cute smile. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Oh, okay, so a former classmate. Okay, Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Vikuma. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me. Oh, Monica, I get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. And how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayuri mentions, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayuri. It's not bugging, I'm checking. It should not discuss screen capture. Sorry, anyway, Natsuki and Yuri were covered to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a rubber tray and Yuri opens a closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayuri. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Wow! Natsuki lifts the fold of the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Cute thing. Just hurry and take one. Sayuri grabs one first, then Monica, and I follow. It's delicious. Sayuri talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why you thank me? It's not like a Baka tsundere mode. Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Yeah, totally tsundere language. It's not like I like you or anything, Baka. Made them for you or anything. Hey, I thought you technically did, Sayuri said. Well, maybe, but not for, you, dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting up a teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Yes, I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri is just trying to impress you. That's not. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayuri. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayuri seemed really happy here, so... that's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member from any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Haha, well, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all of the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. Well, that's fair. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. Yeah, true as well. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. But still, don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Vikuma, what kinds of things do you like to read? Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. Manga is literature, wow. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly backs up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What I'm saying, I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of a teacup with a finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Yeah, I love fantasy myself, my real self, I mean. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. Yeah, do you know Tolkien? I'm joking. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Yeah, I can picture that. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Yeah, I'm the same way actually. I love horror, but not horror story. Of course I love horror stories, but not horror books. I haven't read horror books, but I love psychological horror games, such as Silent Hill. So yeah, anyway. So I can really relate with Yuri. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, what's that? Well, Natsuki's heart start over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Loud! And give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Embarrassed she looks. So Yuri slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Vikuma? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. Huh? What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Oh, so blunt. Oh, sorry, May, I convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. Oh, how disappointed they look. Except Yuri, he looks puzzled. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought. Vikuma, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision like this? That's it. That is, if writing poems is a price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the relationship club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sayuri wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the relationship club. Thanks again. Okay everyone, I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Vikuma, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I really feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Vikuma, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayuri and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Oh, why is put on the main messages? Oh my god. Okay, so all messages again. Sure, might as well. Yay! And checking if you can hear me well this way. Yeah, I think it's working well. With that, the two of us divide the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayuri, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I have a chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstances and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Oh my. Yeah. Sadness, essence, suicide, forgive, electricity, dark, embrace, color, memories, kawaii. Kawaii strikes me. And it would go well with Natsuki, so I'm gonna pick with kawaii. So, yeah, so what rhymes with kawaii? Electricity. Why, if I choose essence, I can rhyme with embrace. Essence, embrace. Oh, you can pick only one. Oh my. Essence. Okay. Okay. Essence. Ocean, sounds poetic. Unstable, kitty and restaurant, explore nature, sticky, okay. Waterfall, adventure, peaceful, scars, adventure. Yeah. When cloud, play, pleasure, passion, pain, sugar, silly, pure, massacre, amazing. Passion sounds good. Alone, deaf, melody, desire, candy, hot, jiggle, shiny, excited, empty. Heart sounds good. So yeah, heart. Papa, bed, fun, bliss, pink, whirlwind, heartbeat, infinite, heaven sent, destiny. Bliss is sounds good. Jumpy, bunny, starscape, sorry. Dream, strawberry, friends, fever, uncanny, playground, dance. We go with strawberry. Eternity, inferno, after image, shame, clouds, time, desert, headphones, sunny, whistle. Well, I like the word eternity. I'm since I really like Raiden from Genshin Impact, the beacon of eternity. So yeah, eternity. Wonderful music, parfait, figure, sonnery, daydream, entropy, happiness, insight, chicks. I'm gonna choose parfait since it's a French word. Whisper, sing, bouncy, graveyard, smile, hair, mouse, nibble, ambient, and laugh. Oh, smile. Oh. I'm gonna choose whisper for this one. Intellectual, promise, crimson, treasure, love, romance, childhood, shopping, vanilla, awesome. I'm gonna use love, fluffy, tragedy, excitement, special, sparkle, brief, vivacious, milk, and controllable, lipstick. I'm hesitating. Sparkle, yes. Okay. Sensation, boop, email, portrait, lucky, unending, thrill, frightening, quiet, calm. While, warm, marriage, kiss, sweet, meager, incurrent, determination, bubbles, keeping hurt. Sweet. Let's go with sweet. Oh, I just realized that one of the girls react once I choose one option. So this time I saw Sari jumping. The time before it was Natsuki. Landscape, philosophy, tears, agonizing, socks, fantasy, variants, lollipop, fireflies, judgment. So as I said, I love fantasy, so I'm gonna go along with fantasy. Marshmallow, existence, fireworks, family, misfortune, confront, raindrops, wrath, infireable, journey. Beauty, vertigo, pertinacious, atone, cheer, despise, incapable, analysis, depression, contamination. Beauty. Let's go. Pester, hope, miracle, disaster, hopeless, prior, clumsy, fear, some sorts of charm. Hope. Cage, lazy, valentine, misery, cute, horror, defeat, holiday, flee, hope. This dating between cute and horror. I'm gonna choose cute this time. Flower, the last word, flower blanket, imagination, covet, summer, disoriented, rose, party, spinning, aura. Let's go with aura. Yeah. So let's see. Hi again, Vikuma. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. No, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Vikuma. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like it deserves any slack. Sayuri told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps a manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Yeah, manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry guys, Vikuma always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking, like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayuri, but because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Oh my god, really? Is that so? Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Vikuma can become good friends too. Sayuri. As usual, Sayuri seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Wait, Sayuri? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. she's as wet as beetroot. We don't even see her eyes anymore. Sayuri made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. You made me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you, I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayuri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slammed down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me. But I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayuri's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, but well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. This is not like that, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem though. Hey, what do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know. And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayuri is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could. Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. Me and Sayuri is still her usual self, but therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayuri can put her mind to things that make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Wow! I opened my eyes to find Sayuri's face filling my vision. I nearly fell out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does the school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Not that you're in a club, Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glanced over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayuri. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. But not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of a doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayuri, it's written all over you. Sayuri glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. Ah! I run my fingertips down the side of Sayuri's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair's just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I try to rub off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayuri, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Hey? That's super mean! Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button a blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you change your mind. Oh, wow. I suggest this scene. This is so funny. I'm gonna look at it better. Okay. Well then, girl. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. Eh? Don't say that. You make me feel weird about it. Stupid. My god. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Oh my gosh, the chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smelling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Oh no. First sexual stuff. Boobs. Don't say that out loud. Anyway. You look much better now, so... why does it feel strange to see Sayuri's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. Oh, it's not worth it at all. Sayuri has still buttoned the blazer once more. Phew, that's so much better. Sayuri puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Yuri. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning? You're doing it again, Sayuri. Oh, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Vikuma, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Yuri still throws away to retrieve a poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah! My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so piracy. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayuri and Monica enthusiastically put off their poems. Sayuri is on a winkle sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? First choice, well, should we try with Natsuki? Well, since I relate much about with Yuri, I will choose Yuri. So let's go with Yuri. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion, to be fair. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry, I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad? No! That just raised my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought is as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry, it's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. I've After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghosts under the light. The trendies of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing, it must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet we replace the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, counts breathing hair of the present but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. Okay. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Hey? That's a relief. I so liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Vikuma. Really? I must have totally missed the point. I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of a poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in a last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I don't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Who should I show my poem to next? I'm gonna try with a Yuri, or maybe Natsuki. Yeah, Natsuki should be a bit funnier, I think. So let's go with Natsuki. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me, it's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? Oh my god. I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crackers can live, horses can race, owls can sing, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. What kind of poem is that? Is that even a poem at this point? Oh my, what can I say about that? It's just bad. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. We do? What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up a rhyme at the end, I made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Who should I show my poem to next? Yuri this time. Yeah. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Vikuma. I love it. I know that you're such a good writer. Yuri, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a great writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Haha. Jeez. Yuri. Yuri's opinion was way more constructive than this. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a Vikuma poem. And that makes it feel extra special. I can feel your feelings in it. Sari hugs her shit against her chest. You're so weird, Sayuri. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of a club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not ready into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Vikuma, deep down you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayuri. I'm not sure if Sayuri sees the full picture, my motive here, but again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead will help me out of bed, making me rather sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue, it's a secret, but I trust you too. Oh, the rise, beautiful. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Okay. Quite nice. Sorry, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. Yeah, alright. I forgot to do it last night. Well, I guess that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still try my best. Ah, yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was about the poem. It came out nice, or should I put it? It sounds like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs on toast, even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monika's the best. Ah, yeah. But next time I won't forget. Maybe I should save. Yeah, I should save. I didn't want to lose save, but next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Who should I show my poem to next? So yeah, one choice, Monika, obviously. Let's go. Hi Vikuma, having a good time so far? Ah yeah, good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Vikuma. We are a little embarrassed today, you know. This is that sort of barrier that we all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monika my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayuri would like. Is that so? You and Sayuri are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Oh well, we may be good friends, but Sayuri and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. And maybe there are also some similarities that you would not expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayuri's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'd end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's cause I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the speckle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I cannot read the next word. I wheel blind like a film left out in the sun, but it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of a meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. Oh, so someone's looking through the door. That's quite creepy. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of forums have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. An epiphany has been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming out strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something done on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Phew, I guess that's everyone. I guess I was in the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sighed. I guess that's why I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Yuri and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestion, I would have asked someone who actually liked this. Which people did, by the way. Yuri liked it, and Vikuma did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon. Unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Vikuma liked my poem too, you know. Even Tommy was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Oh my. That's not what I... You just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Vikuma appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? How do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Aren't you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out my way to make everything I do overly juicy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Vikuma started showing up. Oh my gosh, what is she talking about? Natsuki, that's a little... It doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls turned toward me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Vikuma, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out of the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Let me explain that to her, Vikuma. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Vikuma? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know everything about writing, but whomever agree with, they probably think more highly of me. So of course that's going to be... Well, you know my preference, so I want to say Yuri is right. Sorry, but to me, Yuri is the best girl. At least she really is like me in many points. So yeah, I'm gonna side with Yuri this time. Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait! That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri, you're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into this, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said the poem was good. I see. I didn't notice that I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. Oh. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sayuri, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm going to do that. I'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches the whole power mop from the desk and stops out. On her way out, she covers up the form with her hands and throws it in the trash. Oh no. Natsuki. She really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her chest. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. It's time for a save. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Vikuma, you're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, you know, I would never do anything so shameful. So, what thing did Natsuki say? Never mind that. I'm going to go make some tea. Good idea. Make it enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Go sweet. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Vikuma, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow, and maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I note to myself with newfound determination. Vikuma, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Hehe. Sayuri beats up me. It truly has been a while since Sayuri and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayuri, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't have them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew, you know, Vikuma, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. But every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayuri still hasn't gotten onto the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We just have to see what the future holds, Sayuri. I pat Sayuri on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayuri as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Okay, so writing time. So wondering what I should do to impress Yuri. Well, Rainbow, Eternity, Vertigo, Forgive, Fun, Combat, Determination, Defeat, Vicious, Adventure. I will like the word Eternity. I can't give up on that. And besides, Yuri looks like Raiden. That must be the hair color and the eyes too. So, oh, she just reacted. Yuri reacted. Inferno is redacted. Skirt, Inside, Infinite, Inspire, Fickle, Nightgone, Love, Thrill. Let's try Nightgone. Okay. Misfortune, Blanket, Wild Wind, Destiny, Death, Infallible, Amazing, Grief, Prior, Sticky. So Eternity, I could try with Destiny. Hurt, Portrait, Pain, Bliss, Comfort, Time, Question, Wrath, Melancholy, Romance. What word did I choose before? Oh, I forgot. Let's try with more melancholy. Melancholy, analyzes, nature, tears, clouds, dark, shopping, aura, chocolate, wonderful, discovery. Let's try with aura. Music, entropy, massacre, hopeless, evil, treasure, sadness, agonizing, secretive, kawaii. Of course, kawaii would be Natsuki. Could try with agonizing, tenacious, desire, landscape, email, tragedy, happiness, headphones, sport, vitality, when cloud. Can try with tragedy. Unstable, anime, peaceful, fireflies, smile, play, pleasure, shame, sunset, bubbles. Let's try with fireflies, holiday, ocean, spinning, horror, judgment. There's a typo in judgment. No, I think it lacks a E after the G. I'm sure it has a E, but anyway. Uncontrollable, sunny, lucky, sparkle, playground. Let's try with horror. Daydream, memories, hope, cage, charm, despise, effulgent, loud, crimson, and boop. Let's try with cage. Excited, sugar, bouncy, joy, jumpy, extraordinary, faster, electricity, embrace, fever. Excited, shiny, vivid, kiss, awesome, socks, ribbon, jump, games, jiggle, raindrops. Papa, fantasy, philosophy, extreme, rum, proof, together, incapable, peace, childhood. Fantasy, clumsy, chicks, dance, skipping, flee, marriage, passion, hot, cute, and restrained, passion. Perfect, frightening, lost sensation, laugh, marshmallow, fluffy, misery, captive, climax, misery. Okay. Evanescent, family, milk, lazy, atone, cheer, disoriented, fear, broken, contamination. Explode, mouse, after image, excitement, ambient, empty, essence, universe, puppy, depression. Let's try with empty. No, okay. No, that wasn't that. Calm, fireworks, graveyard, color, Doki Doki, Doki Doki, funny, melody, nigger, strawberry, journey, graveyard, yeah, pure party, incongruent, unrequited, whistle, friends, candy, rose, summer vacation, incongruent. Okay, pink, flying, Valentine, from his imagination, beauty, lipstick, cry, lollipop, alone. Cry? No, okay, that was for Sayuri. I think Okay. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I got a lot of Yuri. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual thing with me. Hi Vikuma! Yo, Sayuri! Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always a simple things with you anyway. I'm gonna save an anti-thought. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Yeah, that's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayuri? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayuri nervously reaches her coin purse. She fumbles with a latch that gets it open, and then she turns it upside down and lets it counter spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall off. I knew it. I can see right for you, Sayuri. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you were not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you planned to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly jiggles. I didn't notice that she was listening. Her face is in the book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, the Vikuma will let me borrow some money. But don't get me involved like that, Sayuri. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. Oh, so embarrassed. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. But there's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and I had to accept the revolution. Revolution? What? Retribution? Yeah, retribution. That still coming from you, Sayuri. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayuri knows exactly what she is doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayuri. Yeah. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayuri in the face and tumbles to the desk. What was it? How? And what does... A cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayuri glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I've had my restitution. Retribution. Oh my god. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction though. Natsuki! But that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. So Yuri hugs the cookie. Yes, just eat it. So Yuri rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. Oh, this is so cute. Oh, the cuteness. So good. Sayuri suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going for a lot of just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can you try it? Jeez, beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayuri gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand. Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayuri off of her. Sayuri suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayuri throws her waist to safety. Oh my god, she really did it. Yuri and I laughed as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayuri? Natsuki glances around. Monica is in the club room. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose a club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What are you up anyway? Well, my last period today was to the hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, Bao. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. Don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Vikuma. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry, I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I chose to leave out Sayuri's mischievous escapade, saving made a lot of progress. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayuri somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time it would be bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah, crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I must have been sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably would have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of it, so... That's the book that you gave me, right? I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious. How come you have two... Just curious, how come you have two copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I just happened to buy two of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard... sorry, that was Yuri. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about, anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yeah, it's quite gloomy. Such a gloomy story. You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently jiggles her sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Vikuma? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. Just checking. Okay, I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals, and their own philosophy that they believe in. But suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I cannot forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. That I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. But the least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Well, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieve the book that I put into my bag. Alright, it's fine, I sit here, right? I slip it to the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eyes. I realize that she is not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? Are you Canadian by chance? No. Because Canadians tend to say sorry a lot. I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. She did it again. I mean... Yeah, we should walk, right? I sat at my desk until it served against Yuri's and hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are both touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Saving here. Okay. Here. Oh, nice picture. Yeah. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we uttered even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I kinda got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri. What I'm thinking about. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not that used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. I didn't notice that the image changes. That Yuri is looking at me and just smiling. I love that. Should maybe save that for later, for the thumbnail, since you've been patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by more volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. I'm slowing down. Hey, Yuri. This might be a bit a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But Vikuma, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really did not know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying? All of a sudden... Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time to wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kinda down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from a book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'd be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know. That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Who should I show my poem to first? So yeah, I wanted my preference to be for Yuri, so I'm gonna try my luck with Yuri once again. And hopefully it will go well this time. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Do you like it? I should have said it slower. Vikuma, how did you pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night, was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scattering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread. My subconscious were aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was a symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon increments his face and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited, or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to follow me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes angry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me his excitement. A rush of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread and I feed myself again. Okay. That's interesting, very interesting, kinda dark, but kinda cute at once. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, and I can even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It was sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Vikuma? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and know individualities. Yeah, that's true. She's so right. Even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weakness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Who should I show my poem to next? We're gonna finish with Sayuri this time, so let's go for Monica as the second. Hi again, Vikuma. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that, as long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here we go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright. Great job, Vikuma. I was going, oh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easier for me to keep everyone's expectations low. But wait, it always counts when I put in some effort. Haha, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Oh yeah, so Monica's just giving tips of who she would like, of who would like my poems best. So yeah, Yuri, definitely, she really loves it. Sorry, my voice is kinda coarse. Writing but full of imagery and symbolism. I think my Tony Dot on trying to make a girly voice, so let's do normal. Sorry about that. Luxury or likes using symbol are direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked for. I'm sure I'm nowhere near a level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust, an endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Okay, say me, load me. Okay. Yeah, because load is the opposite of save in games. Yeah, so saving. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing I never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of a poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about though. Sometimes I think what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling or a conversation with a reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. What? She's giving me tips as a player? She's safe away? You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. That's where it starts to get weird. So yeah, Natsuki is the next one. I liked your last one better. Really? Well, yeah, I can tell you were a little more daring with this one, but you're really not good enough for that yet. It fell flat. That may be true, but I just wanted to try something different. I'm still figuring this all out. I mean, I always like poems that aren't trying too hard. I hate when people try to sound fancy or add more meaning just by using annoying and complicated language. Just make it simple, cute, and to the point. Yuri is head over heels for all this cryptic nonsense, but I see right through that BS. Making your reader look so hard for all this deep meaning is just an excuse to have no meaning at all. I guess that's one way to look at it. Well, everyone has their own opinion, but my opinion is the best opinion. I'm sure you figured that out already. Anyway, here's my poem. Maybe you learned something. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wiggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross, she's gross. The world is better off with spider lovers, and I'm gonna tell everyone. That's quite mean, but I can understand. I don't like spiders either. So yeah, I can get it still. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I want it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure, something that you're afraid if people find out, that make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. That's funny. Yuri wrote about something similar today. Did you say Yuri? Yeah. She said the poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri is pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Natsuki has trouble finding words. I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff, I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure, and Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it sounds like she's learned her lesson. Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Who should I show my poem to next? So it's a Yuri this time. Last one. Oh, I like this one, Vikuma. It has some nice feelings in it. Ah, I'm glad. Still though, your tone makes it sound like you liked yesterday's poem better. I guess you got me. Sometimes you know me a little too well for my own good. Well, don't you just try to be nice about it. If I'm doing a bad job, then I'd rather just hear it. No, I still like this one, I promise. You know I wouldn't lie to you, Vikuma. Never ever. Yeah, I guess so. What made yesterday's poem so great compared to this one then? Well, I'm not very fond at figuring out if poems are good or bad, but that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly what it works, but again I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Oh, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Right, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? That's a word I'm looking for. Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad. I can see you liking something sad, sorry. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. Sorry, that's unexpectedly poetic. Is it? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Vikuma. I should go right down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Just before I'm saving. Bottles. I pop off my scope like a lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the bottles. Happy thoughts in bottles, all in a wall. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle has starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Then comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies, digging and digging, scraping and scrubbing. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, Hold down. I open up and in come my friends. In the come in such a hurry. Do you want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters and gets the tire between my feet. Happy thoughts in charge all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something, but all I hear is echo inside my head. Oh, it's getting dark at the end. Holy crap. Sorry, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica told me I wrote a lot. I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy? Well, not exactly, maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Oh, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You're gonna be passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing is the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Quite dark. Is it foreshadowing? Series always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if it's one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Okay everyone, we all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Me neither. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We don't need much more than a few decorations. Yuri has been working on posters and designing some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica. Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event, but the cool part is we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sergio is putting on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sergio has been coloring a poster or sit up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Oh my gosh, I would be so nervous about that. Super nervous. Yeah, I would hate that. Guys, no, Sayuri. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. be the only one responsible for the fate of his club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then we inspire others to do the same, and the more people perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's all about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And these was reasons that we all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feeling that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of a room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayuri looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayuri and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but... Looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright, phew. Thanks, Natsuki. But what about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. Oh no, not again a foreshadowing. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way, Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of a club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no, don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Aha, of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through a notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Wavefly. Monica begins reciting a poem. A clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayuri looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Yuri? I'll go next. Wow, Yuri is fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands, a sensor. Giving her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. A quivering words transform into sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a wild glimpse into the wildling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and lessons around her, as she as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start uploading. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to upload that for her, but we were caught off guard that we must have forgotten. As we upload, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is done for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Yuri hops off a chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called my video. Sorry, I jiggered. Said Yuri. It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror, and in your own head. It's your poem, so it comes out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Yuri begins a poem. Somehow it feels like a soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sari is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it come from Sari's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sari meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sari finishes and we upload. I did it! Good job, Sari. Even Vikuma liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sari. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely, but it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery will work as well. Might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean, but well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. The next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay, now who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Vikuma. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Vikuma lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki. It's fine. Might as well get it over with. Oh my gosh. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and stand in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that you improve over time though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then, that just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of the seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called Why You All Looking at Me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sore attitude disappears a little, while she's still a little enthused. Her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken about aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She hurries back to her seat. It wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Ah, well. Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people, but when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have any idea what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort of the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay everyone, I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we finish planning tomorrow and then we have the weekend to prepare. Monday's a big day. I can't wait. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayuri and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayuri? Yeah. Look at you, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez guys, don't make such a big deal out of it. You must be a little nice though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay Vikuma, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayuri once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today Sayuri is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey Sayuri. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... Sayuri fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you. What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down, so isn't she so beautiful and smart? That has nothing to do with what I just said. You admitted it. Jeez, there's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know. Don't say that. Need you? Say Yuri. I can't figure out how you think things in your head right now. Sorry, everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. The conversation fades off, and I'm left feeling awkward. It was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point speculating. And again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Yeah, and here we go. So, just trying to impress Yuri once more and even more. I don't remember. Universe. These are Yeah, these are yeah. Romance of a graveyard. I wonder, teenagers vacation is several wonderful destiny color, shopping at town treasure station, unstable, skipping eternity, nightgown, nature wish, James sunny strawberry holiday, eternity, playground and western, bunny, love, kitty, joy, candy, clouds, creative, family, creative it is. Analysis summer, misfortune, horror, determination, play, pressure, skirt, beauty, reborn. So horror, comfort, extraordinary, even said, bubbles, lipstick, inferno, broken, Broadway, socks and games, inferno it is. Neighbor, together, desert, sunset, excitement, hope, anime, agonizing, heart and ambient. Fancy, misery, chicks, chocolate, valentine, fear, proof, headphones, rainbow, marshmallow. Let's go with Valentine. Okay, so it was Natsuki. I was doing a perfect for Yuri until now. Hopeless, climax, far flights, journey, dream time, party, pure extreme pain. Hopeless. Oh, okay, this was sorry. Hurt, vibrant, warm, anxiety, massacre, essence, contamination, uncanny music, disoriented, contamination. Dark blanket, judgment, despise, daydream, cheer, question, captive, flower, vanilla, maybe judgment, email, melody, sadness, defeat, unrequited, scars, waff, vivacious, marriage, bout, scars, okay, no, it was necessary. Smile, maker, electricity, vertigo, calm, philosophy, kiss, sparkle, whistle, alone. About that, it was maybe vertigo, heartbeat, pink, jumping, faster, mouse, bliss, fluffy, jump, imagination, adventure, imagination, flee, lust, rose, passion, depression, fantasy, amazing, afterimage, ocean, infinite. So let's choose. Oh, okay. Doki, booth, sugar, explode, raindrops, flying, waterfall, violence, whisper, starscape. Whisper, okay, no. Silly, inside, forgive, crimson, lazy, landscape, covered, jigger, existence, pop. Tragedy, special, tears, cry, puppy, figure, fireball, empty, incongruent, cage. Tragedy, no. Incapable, entropy, promise, grief, kawaii, unending, clumsy, death, pleasure, when cloud. Unending. I got a lot of Yuri. Should be good. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walk in too. Overwriting. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and not picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Eh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah, I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Terry all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on, I just saying. You don't like squid? You of all people? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. Yeah, because Ika means squid in Japanese. Nice plain word. That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that jokes makes no sense in translation. Never mind. let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine. Your actions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayuri's anyway. Excuse me? Where is Sayuri anyway? Oh, there you are. Yuri is sitting at the desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey Yuri. I wave my hand in front of her face. Eh? You're spacing out again. Ah. Yeah, sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayuri shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright, if you say so. I weirdly glanced at Sayuri before turning back toward everyone else. The conversation has already dispersed, with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayuri recently. Since we've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approached Monica, who was shuffling through some papers at the desk. Vikuma, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayuri recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayuri, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up down the desk. Maybe there's something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Vikuma. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bother her, but this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I dropped it down. No, it's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know. Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just had a hard time bringing up with a person of interest? Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that sometime, but maybe the thing on the mind is you, Vikuma. Me? I want her. Would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayuri talks about you more than anything else, you know. She's been so much happier every year since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside her. What? No way! Sayuri is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been. You're so funny, Vikuma. Have you thought of that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because that's just how she is when she's around you? I said too much. I'm sorry, what do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I tried to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayuri is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayuri and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. As I sit myself down. I know Sayuri told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this wear me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary, but there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly I notice Yuri peering at me from her other book, but she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in one next to her own. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How were you even able to tell that I was thinking of that? Well, it's something that I do a lot, so it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expressions. Not that I was staring on anything, I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you're right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's in your mind, then I would be glad to listen. It's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayuri. Sayuri? Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Yeah, wondering. Oh, that's quite romantic, eh? Sorry, I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that. I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sorry, I've been just friends for a long time, that's all. I see. Then perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a bit too much. Vikuma. The word is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. There are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter where you may know them. So you think that there may be something behind it after all? I think that Sayuri is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on your side don't always match what may be going on inside her head, and she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today too, and I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayuri, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess, yeah. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes, a person's mystery are untold even to themselves, and you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were new. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. And I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah, I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks so much. Very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk and then we go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have a water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. Ah, I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? Eh? Yuri was going to make some tea, so I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher. Ah, okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? But, Monica, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Vikuma in club activities? Eh? I'm off, Gapes. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, Vikuma. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri. Something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. Vikuma, how come even when I do something bad, you being nice to me? Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody is perfect. We have emotions, and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No, when you hate me for something as terrible as that, why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. Vikuma, I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway, yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Vikuma, do you like a long tea? Yeah, anything is fine. Very well. So Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course, I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others, even if I'm not an expert or tea on anything. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. That's so. I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It does hunt is not very hard for me to do, when it's you who's around anyway. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You always wondering about me, Vikuma. It's very endearing, but Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Vikuma, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? What's that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can't wait with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Sorry, I did not realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because I know what's next. You posture right? Always hunched over like that while reading? Ah, yes, I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I got the wrong idea, I guess. I retrieve a book from bag. Ah, I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sary's candy radar. I take it seems to go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups and our side. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of a book, except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can sit well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. You tick up. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand but not holding the book, I end up in a position where it makes it even harder to focus, because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression and can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with a chocolate wrapper. Ah, sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. Ah, that's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the page. Ah, you're right. I didn't think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Oh, so beautiful. So pretty. It's animated besides. Yeah, giving that for his thumbnail maybe. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of her leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if this situation was completely natural. But that means I can stop here. I impressively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Vikuma, sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. That's... well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do, right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah, that's all it was. Yeah, then you don't need to stop or anything. I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breath. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri passed her lips, but it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Okay, everyone. Oh, it was just cut. That sharp cut. It was, there was romancing, and now Monica. Okay, everyone. stopping us. ah, Yuri just back. It's time to share poems. Vikuma, you can help Yuri put away this stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. But spell is abruptly broken. Yeah. Thank you, Monica, for reading all of that. Oh my god. We were having such a good time. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up a bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up with so much as a wall between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Who should I show my poem to first? Well, of course, Yuri is my favorite girl. So yeah, let's show to Yuri. Vikuma, your writing has only improved in these last few days. Every poem you've shown me has been nothing short of spectacular. I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious even. I don't think it ever came to me this naturally. Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me, but I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You really the example I was chasing after. Is that so? Yuri gently smiles to herself. This feeling, I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing. I never thought it would feel like this. I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe that you're so good at something and you never ever shared it with anyone. It's kind of a shame. Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice. What do you mean? Well, Yuri smiles sadly. Vikuma, during lunchtime, I eat by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway. But books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with. Or people you just know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face. Or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day. You know, and most friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. And they don't hate me for acting like I know it all. People say that about you. I'm not a know-it-all, Vikuma. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now. But I started sharing it with you. That I really understood what was missing all this time. And that I haven't really done anything. No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful. That's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Vikuma. I speak too slowly, I second guess myself all the time, I read too deeply into things, but every time, you've always treated me just like anyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends, and I would say I've had at least one success. Wouldn't you? If you put it that way. Yeah. We really are friends now, aren't you? Yuri puts her head in her hands, but this time she's smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. So, beach. No, not not the curse word. The beach, the location, beach. A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth drastically meets the surface. Under clear blue sky, an expanse of bliss, but beneath grey rolling clouds, an endless enigma. Yes, just world to get lost in, is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, the time comes. Will you gently lick at your foundations until you give in, or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same, yet we still build sandcastle. A sand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squishes to the sand. The salty air is therapeutic, the breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back, and I abandon my piece to erode at the shore. Drift forward, and I return to earth for the more. Oh, that's so beautiful. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. You said that like you didn't even want to write about it. Oh, you haven't heard? After yesterday, Natsuki and I, well, it was amusing that we wrote about something similar in such different ways. So, Natsuki wanted us to write about the same topic as each other again. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she wants to do something like that. She probably just wants to show it off. It's not like I have particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on an occasion. It can be refreshing, you know. It's good for me to come off thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Yes, so who should I show my poem with? I won't try with Natsuki this time. Meh, I guess you really haven't learned anything after all. Honestly, I don't know why I got my hopes up in the first place. What? I didn't think this one was that bad. What did I do wrong? Poems don't need to be all deep sounding to express something. It's going to just sound like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at it. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems like this until you're on Yuri's level. Natsuki stops short all of a sudden. Don't tell me, You're not just trying to impress Yuri, are you? What are you talking about? And keep your voice down. You know Yuri would love this angsty. Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean, Looks like I'm in trouble. I somehow struck a nerve. For what I did is beyond me. I'm so done with you. Natsuki shows the poem and handed the back over to me. Take your stupid poem. If you wrote it for someone else, just don't show it to me. Ouch. This is what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be in a world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. Oh, so I couldn't read a poem. Okay. Hi Vikuma, have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure, but whatever you do, I'm sure turned out great. It would also make me happy to see. Haha. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure, I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. This one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. But just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? Yeah, you got it. I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside her. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself, but still defending her like that. You must be pretty into her. Eh? You completely misunderstood. Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. What? Really? Yeah, a fictional one, anyway. So husband though. Oh, you scared me. Monica kind of whispers that last part to me. It's just a hunch, but, well, there's not really anything wrong with that. True. Absolutely true. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. The lady who knows everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer or meaning or purpose. And all that was ever sought. And here I am. A fever, lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day, I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. When all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilit sky. Until one day my mind ceases to blow, I fall, and I fall and fall and fall even more gentle as a fever. A dry quill, expressionless, but a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I'm thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I'm not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with her brief, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. Nice. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning, not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical, because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans are two-dimensional creatures. I think you know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you are afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing but sharing, it becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good, okay or bad, they want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way. It will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. And so, Sayuri for the last, one of the better choices. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't really need to worry about what I think. After all, you watched it saw someone else, didn't you? Probably Yuri. I didn't want it for anyone specifically. Maybe, but not really what I meant for. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Vikuma. So Yuri, is there something wrong? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright, just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. If you insist. Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. So Yuri, tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Yuri cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Okay, you three. We all done sharing poems, alright? Why don't we start figuring out? Hold on a second. Is that just me, or did you say something strange just now? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez, why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to appear. In your books, maybe? Look, the only thing different is that Sayuri isn't here. It seems you're right. Sayuri always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Okay, Natsuki, please show us some decency. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. It's me saying that. Well, anyway, is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you pick a time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No! First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayuri. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Oh, a curious expression coming from Yuri, of all people? Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparation, so she's avoiding my question. Something's odd. Let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. As for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling of poetry pamphlets. Sayuri will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can... Guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, but not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now Natsuki is spotting too. Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayuri enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. Ah, that may be the case. But if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So, Yuri, you're beautiful handwriting, you know. So you should make some banners and decoration to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, Nazi. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Vikuma, the one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It will probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. But Veronica suggesting I spend a weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty word I could give to you. It's not like Monica is going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to remember a bunch of excuses like that. Shall we go, Natsuki? You mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Vikuma may not like to be around if you only make it out to be a nuisance. So therefore, maybe more suited to assisting with the decorations. Yeah, true. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you just making excuses from Vikuma to... What are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Vikuma to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know. So I'm sure he's interested in. You literally just said. I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying go. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. Vikuma, you okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Yeah, well, in that case, everyone looks straight at me. Oh my god. Of course I'm going to go with Natsuki, Yuri, Monica, and Sayuri. I'm going for Yuri. I really like her. So I'm going to go with Yuri. I'll probably be the most useful in helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? What would you? Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No, I was just saying, So you'll be helping Yuri then, Vikuma? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking this sort of thing. So I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah, I already said I would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sore. So, is that everything we need to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Vikuma? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it will turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki? What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Vikuma picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea, and nothing that I do for the event will compare to that. So I get it. I'm kind of surprised though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I only know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. I also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already had trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayuri. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayuri you say at a time like this. Oh yes, Sayuri. Because Sayuri always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No, I can appreciate it. I'm sorry for making a big deal of nothing. But I'm going to say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event. I believe you. Yeah, I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out of the door as they chat between each other. I turn around. Sorry, I realize that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay, then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. Eh? My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I manage to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Vikuma. I think I will make a very productive team. Even if you only choose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, you don't really think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you overthinking this. You wanted me to point out even when you were overthinking, right? I didn't realize. I'm telling you, I want you. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She was sweating my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As it took a tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out of the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri is going to be coming to my house on Sunday. My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I've gotten very used to ending her at this point. There's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me that she was looking forward to it. If there's a chance I have to make something happen between us, or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off it. I seriously can't wait. Okay, I'm gonna stop now. Yeah, because it's quite late for me. Okay, so yeah, uh, it's yeah, we haven't reached any disturbing part, so it's going quite good. So yeah, I did enjoy it, and I do want to continue. I'm quite curious about Sunday, how it's gonna turn out with Yuri, spending time with Yuri. I can't wait for that. Yeah. Gonna continue it on Wednesday, but when I plan to continue, and that's about it. Yeah. I look forward to it. I look forward to Wednesday. So anyway, thank you for watching. I hope that was entertaining for you, and I will see you for another video. Take care everyone. Bye bye.